Hey guys, it's Blood back again with another video. About half an hour ago, I just came back from the theater to see the 2016 animated film follow-up to Finding Nemo, which is called Finding Dory. And this is my review for you guys of the film, and I'm here to give you my thoughts now. So let's just get right into it, really. So what did I think of Finding Dory? I'm going to be honest with you guys. I had very low expectations for this movie. Like, when I heard they were doing a Finding Nemo follow-up, I was like, oh, cool. But when I heard it was Finding Dory, I was like, why is it Finding Dory? Why uh, is that the one happening? You know what I mean? And boy, did I love this movie way more than I thought I would. Guys, Finding Dory was, to me, the perfect way you could have followed up to something like Finding Nemo. This movie is awesome, guys. Honestly, I loved Finding Dory. To be honest, it's my favorite animated film of the year so far. And I don't think that's going to change when the year ends, honestly. I would personally, I would even put this over Zootopia. And you guys know that I love Zootopia. So yeah. Anyway, first things first I gotta talk about is all the characters. All the characters in this movie, guys, are awesome. They have a reason to be here. And there's some characters even who you think like, oh, this character's annoying. I don't like this character. Like, at first they seem like that, but then you really start to like them, and that's just awesome. There are even a few cameos from like former Finding Nemo characters, which I think is awesome, and they all worked. And I just love all the characters in this one, and especially Dory and Hank, who is the seven-tentacled octopus. God, those characters were just awesome. And even Marlin and Nemo, they were in it for a good amount of time too. And they all did their part well. Like, most of the movie is set in like one area, but it works. All right, it works. It really works. And I just thought that was awesome, and the way everything was handled, I just thought like went so well. Um, uh, and Another thing I loved was the visuals of this movie. The visuals were so beautiful, guys, especially at the start, and the sound mixing. It was a pleasure to my eyes, honestly. Like, yeah, like, especially like when you get to see the ocean, and even like when in some scenes when they look up, see the ocean, you know, that's just awesome. And I just like, one of the things I really loved about this movie, and I was just, especially in the theater, just having a fun, awesome time. Uh, Really, and I'm really glad that I saw this, because I was like, you know what, this one I can skip. But man, I just thought it was an awesome movie, guys. And uh I loved how everything just tied into Finding Nemo, you know what I mean? And uh especially like, it just works so well, you know? So yeah. And there were a good amount of, like I said before, Finding Nemo characters who reappeared in this film, and everything worked like all awesomely, you know. And I'll say one thing, guys: you have to stay after the credits. All right, you must stay after the credits. I knew, like, before seeing this movie, that there was a post-credit scene. A couple of my YouTube friends mentioned it, and I knew you had to stay in the theater. And sad thing is, guys, literally, me and the people I was with, were the only ones who stayed in the theater at the end. Because the end credit scene was just amazing, guys. I mean, it wasn't like a tease for a future movie like Marvel does their post-credit scenes, but like, but it was just an awesome like thing, especially like it tying into, like, I'll say, I won't spoil what the post-credit scene is, but it does tie into Finding Nemo once again. That was just awesome. And I guess I'll say one more positive. Gerald, the character of Gerald. He's only in it for like 3 times, but it's awesome. That's all I'll say. Now, I did say this was my favorite animated film of 2016 so far, and probably will still be by the end of the year. Even with all the amazing stuff, the amazing stuff like way outweighs all the negative stuff I have, because I have a couple things I didn't like. Well, I can live with them honestly, but at the same time, there was some parts of this movie that I was questioning. You know, like I was like, oh, why did this happen? Like, wait, why would all this like suddenly happen? You know, can't really think of any exact ones right now, but I did feel like that a couple times watching this film, to be completely honest. But really, I was so tempted to give this 10 out of 10. I was even thinking of making it my #1 favorite film of the year so far. But I was like, might not go that far. But I do love Finding Dory, guys. Way better than I expected. And I learned one thing from seeing this movie. If the lower your expectations, the happier you'll be. That's all I'll say. And I'm really happy I got to see this in theaters, may I add. Because who doesn't love going to the cinema, honestly? Yeah. Overall, guys, my rating for Finding Dory, I'm going to give this film a 9.5 out of 10. I know that's a lot higher than most people have, but I loved it, guys. I might even change my mind and just go ahead and give this movie 10 out of 10. Favorite animated film of the year so far. My 3rd favorite movie of the year as a whole so far. Behind Captain America Civil War and Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. Both of those movies I give 10 out of 10. Finding Dory, 9.5 out of 10. Alright, so that was my review of Finding Dory, guys. I tried to keep it spoiler-free as I possibly could. And so that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and peace out.